In this video, we're going to talk about experimental and theoretical probability. Experimental probability is when you actually do the experiment. It's calculated by taking the number of favorable outcomes you got divided by the number of tries. In other words, how many times you did the experiment. For example, if you flip a coin 10 times and get heads 3 times, the experimental probability of getting heads is 3 out of 10, or 30%. Another example is you spin the spinner 7 times. You get 4 green, 2 red, and 1 pink. The experimental probability of getting yellow is 0, since you got 0 yellows out of the 7 tries. Remember, tries is just how many times you did the experiment. Theoretical probability is when you calculate the probability. You don't look at the experiment. So you take the number of favorable outcomes divided by the number of possible outcomes. I spin the spinner again. If I spin it 3 times and get green all 3 times, the theoretical probability of getting yellow is 1 out of 8, since there is 1 yellow spot out of 8 possible outcomes. Notice it doesn't matter how many times I spin the spinner. Here's another example. If I flip a coin 4 times and get heads 3 times and tails once, the theoretical probability of getting heads is 1/2, since there's 1 head and 2 possible outcomes. In summary, theoretical probability doesn't care about your experiment. It's all calculated. And experimental probability doesn't care about the possible outcome. It's all about the results of the experiment. Let's do one more example. If I roll one die 5 times and get 6, 5, 4, 6, and 3, what is the probability I get a 3? Well, the experimental probability of getting a 3 is I got 1 3 out of 5 rolls, so the probability of getting a 3 is 1 out of 5. However, the theoretical probability of getting a 3 is there's 1 3 out of 6 possible outcomes, which gives us 1 out of 6.